When I got my home, I thought it was going to be a safe place as long as I did the right thing. What happened really made me feel like that's not the case. We're all one paycheck or one slip up away from living in a car, like it can happen to anybody. Basically, my life is my family, caring for my daughter who's got special needs. It's not easy sometimes, but we get through it. We're in public housing, have been since 2017. The lovely people at housing actually found me a place. We moved to community housing and I thought, awesome, excellent, you know, we will have the room that we need. But from the start, the rent was all over the place. I tried to speak to them and I'd never got any straight answers and my rent was creeping up.
We know there is a drastic shortage in housing. There's many people who should be supported by social housing who are not. For people that are housed, maintaining that housing can be very difficult and legal support is crucial.
They were slipping eviction notices under my door. At times it would have been easy to go, don't worry about it, I'll just give up my home.
HPLS clients are among the most vulnerable in our community, so it's essential that legal support is accessible, non-judgmental and free and available to those people.
When Bianca came to us, she was at real risk of being evicted from her home.
I didn't have any voice with them, you know, because I was paying my rent, I was doing the right thing. They would not listen to me.
The community housing provider was alleging that she had fallen behind on her rent, accruing a significant amount of debt and also potentially being blacklisted as a future tenant.
There was a lot going on in my family around this time as well. The domestic violence that I experienced with my children's dad really affected my housing situation. That's how I ended up homeless. It just re-traumatises you because you don't know, like, if you're going to be back, you know, living in a motel with your children again. I love you, mate.
Because the system is under so much stress, people's dignity is just taken away.
We formed the view that the rental increases and also the eviction notice were invalid and the amount of debt the housing provider was claiming was inaccurate. Bianca was actually owed money and she had overpaid.
The end result was I was able to stay in our home. Just being able to help me have a plan, I can't express how important that was to me at that time. I couldn't have done it without them.
At HPLS, we try to use our casework to demonstrate where laws and policies need to change, or just where the case demonstrates that this system is broken. This is not working for real people who are going through this.
We were able to settle Bianca's case without the threat of eviction, debt-free, and without being blacklisted as a tenant. The way that they were treating Bianca as a tenant is just one in many, many examples that we see of unfair treatment on a broader systemic scale.
Working at the Homeless Persons Legal Service gives us an opportunity to move the dial, even if it's in a small way, towards better support for the most vulnerable in our community.
There's many people that are worse off than me. They need this help as well.
When I think about Bianca's case, when I see cases like that and the work that we do to stop that from happening, I think that that is something that is extremely powerful.
We're safe, we're settled, and we feel secure finally because of the help that I've received from them. Couldn't have done it myself.
Whilst not everyone can afford legal support, we think that that's a right that everyone should have, and it is only through working together that we can achieve such great outcomes.